Wow, Xbox and Square Enix showcases sure were terrible. We're going to talk about the Xbox and the Square Enix showcase in one video. Xbox first, then Square Enix, because the order that I saw it. But pretty much both showcases didn't really show us a lot of new stuff. It was just like, hey, remember the stuff we showed you last year? Well, guess what? It's still here. Xbox started off with Starfield, and we were like, oh yeah, we remember you telling us about Starfield. And then we got a little CGI trailer that didn't tell us anything new. There was no gameplay. It was just like, guess what? Starfield exists still. Stalker 2, we saw that. I don't know what the Stalker series is. Never played it. It looked a lot like the Metro series. It was like post-apocalyptic Russia with like mutated. I was like, this looks like Metro. I don't know. Looks cool though. It did look cool. The gameplay looked cool. And then we got something neat actually. Back 4 Blood, which is like a spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead apparently. Back 4 Blood, like, ooh, look, it's like Left 4 Dead 4. Did they make a Left 4 Dead 4? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But it looked like Left 4 Dead and it was pretty cool. I liked it. And then we got another just CGI, no gameplay, no nothing, trailer, Contraband. It was cool. I think it had like Steely Dan as the music. It looked kind of cool, but it's not doing anything for me other than it being cool, so that's it. And then we got a Sea of Thieves, Johnny Depp expansion, Pirates of the Caribbean. Don't care who plays Sea of Thieves, not me, that's who. A good bit of news here. The entire Yakuza mainline series is going to be on Xbox Game Pass, which is pretty awesome. Probably going to be playing some of those because I never played a Yakuza game. Definitely want to play Like a Dragon. That game looks amazing. Then we got the gameplay trailer for Battlefield 2042. It looked really awesome, really out of control. It actually showed stuff that happened in the trailer, but in actual gameplay multiplayer setting. A huge Battlefield, like Battlefield is, and it looked pretty neat. Then we got 12 minutes. Don't care. Get it out of here. Psychonauts 2 was my favorite part of the presentation. So imaginative, so creative, so bright, so colorful, so wonderful, so magical. This is how you do a 3D platformer. I hope it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be amazing. It looks amazing. You look at Battle in Wonderworld, and you're just like, how do you not see that there's this possibility in the world of 3D platforming? You're doing this, someone else is doing this. Get it together, okay? Then we got an announcement that there's more Bethesda games coming to Game Pass. Great, fantastic, love it. Then Fallout 76 expansions. Again, don't care, don't play it, get it out of my face. Elder Scrolls Online, same deal, no. Party Animals, wow, wacky, meme, fun game, like, it's like Fall Guys, but this was animals this time, and it's cute, and you're gonna post it on Twitter for your friends, like, look, I'm a dog. Hades is coming to Xbox. Well, I thought it was already there. Well, okay. Somerville. Okay. We gotta look at Halo Infinite multiplayer. It looked like classic Halo multiplayer. Like, what more do you want? I liked it. It tickled my fancy a bit. I do love me some Halo. I'm a bit biased there. I'm sure most people were like, okay, looks exactly like it did before. Get it out of here. And I don't blame you. But to me, I enjoyed it. Diablo 2 Resurrected. We heard this was coming, and here it is. It's coming. Then a bunch of just absolute randomness. So many random games that I don't even feel like talking about. It's just like, oh, here's a game that you've heard about and seen before, and it still exists. We just got so much of that. Like, it's still a thing. Great. Then we got an Outer Worlds 2 trailer, which was really funny. It made fun of like all the other trailers, like, ooh, some lens flares and this and so on and this sound because we don't have any gameplay to show. Blah blah blah. It was funny. I appreciated that. Gave me some chuckles. Fantastic work, boys. Microsoft Flight Simulator is coming to Xbox Series X and S. It's the first exclusive to the next-gen console, apparently. Great Flight Simulator. It looks amazing. Looks beautiful. Fantastic. Good work. Forza Horizon 5, or Forza, if you're British, apparently. The British guy kept calling it Forza. I'm like, what are these new letters you're adding? And those aren't there. It's Forza. Look, what's your wacky? And they kept emphasizing that it's in Mexico. Like, look at this Mexican volcano. It's like, it's just a volcano. Coincidentally, it's in Mexico, so chill out, calm down. And then we got a new game from Arcane Studios from Bethesda. They make Prey and stuff like that. It's called Redfall. It's a team of vagabonds going against some weird cult vampire people. Looked really cool. I really liked the aesthetic, but again, it was just a CG trailer. We didn't get really anything beyond that, but it did look cool, and I was like, oh, I'm interested in seeing more of this. Overall, the Xbox presentation was just, oh, wow, we've seen all of this before, except for a handful of things. So there you go, a bit of a disappointment. And then we got the Square Enix showcase shortly after the Xbox showcase, and I was excited about this. I was like, oh my god, maybe by the grace of God we'll get a Chrono Trigger remaster. Obviously I wasn't expecting it, but I was hoping and praying, or maybe at least something cool like that. Literally the whole first, like, I don't know how long, it dragged on forever. We got a Galaxy of the Guardians game from Eidos Montreal, which looks really cool. The more they showed me, I was like, okay, that looks cool. I'm liking the gameplay, the way it's moving and everything. Some people said it played like Avengers, but to me, it didn't look like it did. Maybe similar, but like the mechanics were a little different. The story and the characters looked really cool. The world looked cool. I'm interested in checking that out, but it dragged on way too long. It was like, okay, what else do you have? We've seen literally this cutscene like 3 times at this point. Can we just go next game, please? And then for some reason, they were like, hey, you like Final Fantasy 1 through 6? Well, guess what? We're remastering them for cell phones. Gotcha. And then we got a huge just dump of cell phone games. Like, do a separate conference for cell phone games. No one, not a soul in existence is coming to watch the Square Enix showcase for cell phone games. It's not a reality that we live in. Make a separate presentation for cell phone games. Give there a whole time slot E3 to cell phone games. Give them a 2-hour window to go. Just dump it all, baby. Get your 15 viewers in there. People play cell phone games pretty casually for the most part. Obviously, I know there's some diehard people out there, obviously. A lot of people. But most people play it when they're shitting on the bus or whatever, waiting on an oil change or whatever the case is. You don't need trailers and stuff. Just announce, hey, there's an expansion coming for the game you like. And you're going to go, oh, I like that, and then there you go. And then we got Life is Strange collection, which I'm like, okay, don't care. New Life is Strange game. All right, if you like Life is Strange, fantastic. Looks really boring to me. It's like a visual novel type of thing, I imagine. I'm not really sure. Nothing from Life is Strange has ever been like, you need to play this, Sean. And I'm like, absolutely, let's do it. So I didn't really care about that. We got a Final Fantasy Origin game. Which looked pretty cool. Looked a slightly Dark Souls-esque, but like not really. Just the aesthetic was a little dark. I don't know. It was weird. It looked cool. Then we got a sizzle reel of like games are available now and then coming. And then it's like, oh, they showed Final Fantasy 16 for like a second in there. And last year we got to look at Final Fantasy 16. And I was like, oh my god, this looks amazing. Can't wait to see more of this next year. And next year here we are at E3, and they were just like, haha. Nope, no more. Go watch last year's video because we got you. Here's 10 seconds. There it is, if even 10 seconds. I was really looking forward. I thought they were going to close the show out on Final Fantasy 16, but they did not. They closed it out on the Final Fantasy Origin. We also got a ton of Avengers DLC coming, which, I mean, like, who cares, right? No one plays. It's like the biggest drop-off of gamers on a game in history. Like, nobody cares. Like, look, if you wait till the end of summer, we're gonna have Black Panther. I swear to God, it's worth it. It's not. No one cares. So the Square Enix presentation literally just cut off after the Final Fantasy Origins, and I was just like, literally like, what? Wait, that's it? The whole chat was just like, what in the fuck just happened? Square Enix was a terrible show. I hated it. I heard it was worse than Ubisoft from people that were in the chat and in the comments. So, I mean, I could imagine Ubisoft's being pretty mediocre. And Square does worse than that. I love Square, right? I'm an RPG boy. I know they make a lot more than RPGs, but they make some of the best RPGs in existence. And I was expecting a lot more, but I was thoroughly disappointed. On Tuesday, we got Nintendo and Bandai Namco, so I'll be checking those out live on Twitch, and then I'll put up one of these type of videos for those as well, probably separate ones, because, or maybe I'll just lump in Bandai Namco and not even mention in the title or anything, but it'll be there. Anyways, if you liked the video, drop a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Helps out so much of the YouTube algorithm, and I really do appreciate it. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about all that nonsense today, and I'll definitely be reading all of them. But links in the description of ways to help out the channel. I'll pin comment down below with all the other channels I work on that are outside of gaming content. Check all that stuff out, and I'll see you later.
So I want to say thank you to your loyalty. Thank you for your support.